Well, here we go. James Harden decides to skip practice today. How did we get here in the last 24 hours? What does this mean for the season opener next week? We'll break all of it down here on Philly Take with RB.
Perfect.
What is up, everybody? RB here. Welcome into the show. You know the drill. Hit the like button, drop a comment down below for the out. Go subscribe, ring the bell. Don't miss any of the coverage. We are getting ready to get back in the swing of things. And what do you know? What do you know? Breaking news. James Harden decides it's a good day to skip school. You know, I'm riding the high of the Phillies last night. I was at the game, Red October. The bank was electric. I'm living great this morning. And of course, the Sixers have to bring me back down to reality. I mean, I feel like a part of my routine at this point is dealing with Sixers drama. And here we go. James Harden is back. What did I tell you? Look, I've been back and forth the last couple weeks. I don't know what's going to happen. We're hearing one report, that report, this report, whose report. I don't know what's going to happen, okay? But one thing is certain that I have been dead on with, and that is when James Harden doesn't like something, he is going to stick to it. James Harden's still not happy about not getting traded. He says, all right, I'm not showing up. I'm not showing up. He is not going to deal with it. So what does this mean? Where do the Sixers go from here? Do they make the trade? Do you think James Harden is going to be on the roster come next Thursday? Drop a comment down below. Before we jump into all the news, a shout out to our partner of today's video. Shout out to the partner of today's video, Mint Mobile. If you out there are similar to everyone else in the world who has thought to themselves at one point, why is my wireless bill so high? Then Mint Mobile is for you. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for as low as $15 per month, and you don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network and keep costs low because they sell directly to you online, cutting out the retail stores and salespeople. Why should you pay more than you have to for access to the same network? You can go and use that money to treat yourself to a Sixers game or even buy a new jersey. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. They even offer super affordable family plans with as little as 2 lines. And switching to Mint is super easy thanks to their digital eSIM cards. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone isn't eSIM compatible, Mint will actually ship you a new SIM card free of charge. The whole process will only take about 15 minutes. And if you get stuck, Mint has a great customer service team to help you through it. So if you are interested in reliable coverage and fast data for a fraction of the cost, go to mintmobile.com/PhillyTake. You can go right down to the description of this video and click the link, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. All right, man, let's jump into it. Like I said, it's going to get ugly before it gets better. It just keeps getting uglier. That's the problem. Here is what Jake Fisher said yesterday. Last night, this came out. Jake Fisher puts out a bomb article, and he says, being told by a source, the Clippers unwilling to part with Terrence Mann or additional draft picks, right? The talks were that Daryl Morey wants an extra first-round draft pick to make it 2, in addition with swap expiring deals. Clippers don't want to do it. So Jake Fisher said it was increasingly likely that James Harden will be on the Sixers roster to start the season next Thursday. Problem is, James doesn't want to be here. And then just a few minutes ago, we get a bomb here from Shams. James Harden is a no-show at Sixers practice today. Sources tell The Athletic Harden has not been present with the team since Sunday. Yesterday, a report came out said he's only practiced once in a real game-like scrimmage with the team. So, look, I mean, this is troublesome, man. This is troublesome. You look at it from Harden's perspective, okay, he can't really sit out if he ends up, wanting to be traded still and wanting to extend his career, get another contract, etc. He finally opened up to the media last week. We heard what he said. But then from the Sixers standpoint, it's like, do you want to compete? Do you not? Are you ready to go the distance this season and see how this plays out and rides out? Or are you going to trade him, get what you can get? Who is going to budge? I don't feel still that it's going to be Daryl Morey. But James Harden, I feel like this whole thing is just a full circle, man. Full revolving circle. And it comes all back around right here. And a week and a half to go till your season starts. And it's like drama on top of drama. Like, make a decision here. Something's got to happen, man, because now James is going to sit out, right? So now what? It's going to be just like the Ben Simmons thing to start the year where you're missing a guy on a roster. So Tim Bontemps elaborates on that. He says Harden not at practice. Harden said in his lone media availability of the preseason last Friday that he could play in Philly's final preseason game versus Atlanta, and that, quote, "My plan is to play basketball, yes, for sure." Obviously, he didn't specify there, but, seeing Harden suit up, seeing what he's like in a game situation with Joel Embiid, etc., who also hasn't played, yeah, that would have been nice. I mean, it's hard to really analyze this team and look at what's going to happen when you just don't know. You just don't know. Woj also puts a tweet out a couple minutes ago. He says, teams have talked in recent days, but a sizable gap remains in the Sixers and Clippers negotiations on a James Harden trade. Sources tell ESPN there has been little movement for months on a deal. They're probably trying to get other teams involved, etc. Nobody wants to deal with this. The season is about to begin. You waited too long. That's why I said it's either going to happen now or it's going to probably happen at the trade deadline, or it's going to wait till next season. I don't know. This is ridiculous, though, man. It is a clown show going on right now. And honestly, I think, number one, the fact that James Harden can sit here and just demand a trade to one team only. And that's why you're in this situation, James. You don't want to go anywhere else. You don't want to do anything else. You want to go to one place, and you expect the team that's trying to compete for a championship to trade you to one place only. You should have opted out, and you should have signed somewhere else. And don't tell me, oh, he's trying to help the Sixers. James Harden is not trying to help anything but his damn self at this point, okay? You should have opted out. You decided to opt in, suit up, earn your contract, play basketball. But it's not going to happen. I told you this. I told you. He is not going to do something that he doesn't want to do. He's not going to put the best interest of the team or whatever else into perspective. It's all about James Harden at this point. Now, Jake Fisher also elaborates. He says, just as he was during the Sixers media day, Harden's not in Philly now. He's in Houston for this morning's team practice. James Harden is in Houston. Hey, guess what, buddy? They're not trading for you either. I don't know why you're in Houston. What, you at home working out, chilling? Is that your plan, to just hang back, kick the feet up and relax? Why are you back in Houston, man? So he was coming to training camp. He was coming to practice. He was trying, and he doesn't even suit up for a game, and now he's back in Houston, away from the team, literally hopped on a jet, probably went to the club last night, and said, I'm just going to chill. I mean, this is a circus, man. I've never seen a team had to deal with stuff like this over a 10-year span. Insane. Ramona Shelburne says Harden remains frustrated at the lack of progress towards a trade to the Clippers. Well, that's pretty obvious, right? I mean, it's either Harden's still pissed at the trade, or he's pissed at the report that came out that he's not going to get traded before the season begins. Or the only other thing I was thinking, all right, maybe they have a trade in place, right? And they don't want him to play so he doesn't get injured. But obviously, hearing all this, I think it's, well, Harden just hears the report and he's like, you know what? I'm not showing up. As he said from the beginning, I will never play again for Daryl Morey. And even last week in the media session, he said, this can't be repaired. It's like a bad marriage. It cannot be repaired. So he said it. I'm taking what he said at face value. Now, Kyle Newbeck says this on Twitter as well. I was on the phone with somebody a half hour ago who said that if Harden was sticking to his word on playing Friday, that today would be a big day for the, quote, ramp up. In other words, well, you can throw that out the window. He's not ramping up anything. He might be cooking a breakfast right now, watching the news reports, chilling, getting ready to go out with a little baby later tonight. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know anything. This has become an absolute circus. I think if the Sixers want to compete and they want to just get this drama away, then you take the first round pick, the pick swap, and a couple salary fillers. Or if Daryl Morey wants to be the same Daryl Morey and he wants to stand on his ground, then you challenge James Harden. Okay, you don't want to play. You don't want to show up. Guess what? If you want to sit out, fine. We can block you from going to any other team. You're not going to get another contract because you already have little value. You're already 34 years old, about to be, and you continue to get injured, blah, 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 as we talked about all off season. So what happens next? Well, I think the Sixers are just going to play this out. I think they're going to go into next Thursday and say, if he's not here, then he's not here. Daryl Morey has done this before with Ben Simmons. He has done this before. The thing is, on the other side of the ball, James Harden has never had a GM challenge him the way that his ex-best friend is challenging him right now, which is crazy, right? James sat out with Houston. What happened? Couple days later, you're out of here. James stops trying with the Nets. Guess what? Nets go on a big losing streak. You're out of here. Daryl Morey said, not so fast, James. You better suit up, baby. You better come back and play. But if he comes back, man, the boos are going to rain down in Philadelphia. This has become a toxic situation. It's like a good reality show, and I can't wait to see what happens next. We'll be here covering it all, but give me your thoughts down below. Do you think he comes back? Do you think he's traded in the next 24 hours? How does this play out? Does the league step in? Who knows? Give me all your thoughts down below. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. That being said, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.